How's it going, everyone? I'm back with another One Piece video. On the left, I'm playing Black Luffy, and on the right, we have a blue Doffy player. This is my friend, just playing a game after the tournament. After the stuff that Black Yellow Luffy put me through, I went ahead and just switched to Black Luffy, just to see how he feels. I do change the build up. You'll see later this week that I go from a build using the 1000 Sunny to a build that only runs 1, maybe 0. I don't remember. I've been messing with the ratios, but I do have a little thing to say. There's no prog this week because we are still trying to prep for the next upcoming set, which is OP-05. So that's why there wasn't one this week. Still making thumbnail and everything. I went ahead and played 1000 Sunny and put a Dawn under my later just because I wanted to. Dawn efficiency. That's what I was saying, like right there. He did Piranha stack, so he knows what he's about to get. So he goes 7 in, effect, plays a Weevil effect to go ahead and draw. Gotta love Doffy, man. It's so much better than he used to be, and he's only gonna get better. This is before the starter decks come out, which is this Friday. I think so, right? If this video comes out in the right time, it should be this upcoming Friday. The structure decks will be released, 15 through 20. But yeah, that's whatever right now. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do right here in the present. So how do we start this turn? We just go 5 in. Pretty easy. I think I was contemplating if I should put one on the leader and swing at Weevil, and I go ahead, or he goes ahead and he does a 2k counter, which I see that and I am like, okay, that's actually pretty nice for me. Getting rid of a 2k counter off a 5k swing always feels great. I go 7, get the Kuzan. I want to keep up with card advantage a little bit, and I have things in my hand that if this Kuzan does stick, I can go ahead and clear the Weevil next turn without any issues. So we're gonna go ahead and play the Kuzan. Plus, with the Sunny down, the Sanji just pops a 5 cost without me having to commit Dawn onto my later, and that always feels great. So right here, it looks like he's contemplating on what he wants to do. He's got 5 Dawn. Forgot he's on the even curve. So with 5 Dawn, I think he's still stacked from his Piranha. Right? He's 4 cards in, so he should know what the 5th card is. I think that's how far he is. It looks like he's just gonna go 6. I'm gonna go ahead and 2k counter this just because I can, and he goes 6 again, and I have to take this. I don't have another 2k to just throw at him, and yeah, he goes 4, plays Jinbei. Jinbei is gonna go ahead and play another one, Doffy, so he's gonna go ahead and stack, and all of a sudden, I'm not feeling good about this game. He's got 5 life, and he's got 3 bodies to swing with, and a blocker Doffy, and I'm just like, man, this is kind of rough. Sorry about the glare, by the way, guys. Next time I gotta put the camera on the other side. So he goes ahead and he stacks and passes to me. And I'll go ahead and draw. We're gonna go up to 6 Dawn now. That just means we have a lot of options to do whatever we want, right? Not really. But I can pretty confidently just kind of clear his board out. Actually, I'm looking at my hand and it's looking pretty good. So it looks like I'm thinking about if I want to go a Brook route, another Kuzan, a Sanji, and I also have Ice Sage. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swing 6 into the Weevil. We'll minus the Jinbei down. And he is at 4 cards in hand, so he doesn't have that much counter, which is why I feel kind of fine. If I get a counter out of his hand, then he's going to go down to 3 cards. And from there, it's just going to become really easy to swing at the Weevil. So he lets it go, and Jinbei's down at 0 cost, and I'm like, perfect. I have 5 Dawn left. I have to decide, do I want to go Sanji or do I want to go Brook? Or, I mean, there's so many options that I have here. I'm just thinking like, okay, well, I can do... Alright, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go 7 into life. I'm going to hopefully pop... Well, he's hopefully going to block, but he just takes it. 5 life, like, why not? I wanted him to block, but we'll go Brook. Brook minus the Piranha, pop the Jinbei. And then I just pass. I really like the threat of Kuzan plus Brook. Just on the board, like them existing like this is pretty scary. Like your opponent does have to answer the Kuzan, And right now I don't have that much counter in hand, so I would really like to preserve my life. So having the Kuzan sideways like this encourages him to attack it instead of me. And that would make me feel safer. It looks like I don't have any big boy plays to make other than Sabo right now, though. He's going to go 7 into something. He's going to use the effect Gecko effect to bring back Jinbei. And I'm looking at that other 4 Dan behind him, and I'm like, well, that sucks. 7 into the Kuzan is going to go ahead and take it. I don't have cards to get rid of. But the good news is I am going to 8 Dan, so I can drop this Sabo and clear the board. I can also have Ice Age for Brook, so I can keep going. I mean, there's just so many things I can do. I really like this deck. It's more combo. I do like playing Lucci more because it feels like Lucci has a more like clear and build kind of play style where you're clearing your board or your opponent's board while building yours. And I like that play style. I was a Zoro player back in, you know, forever ago. But, you know, can't really do that right now with the Luffy. But it is fun to go ahead and pop, you know, 2 things with Sabo. So I trash a Kuzan and I pop his blocker and I pop his Mihawk. I went ahead and popped the Mihawk just because I don't want him to get more card advantage. I know it's draw 2, trash 2. But, like, I'm hoping he has a bunch of bricks in hand because he had to let the other cards go to like a 6k swing where he only needed 1k counter, and I don't really want him to filter his hand out if he doesn't have to. I just want him to hold on to those events that'll just keep him down, you know? But here we go, he's on his 9 Dan turn, and on 9 Dan, Doffy doesn't have much to do other than like an event plus Doffy effect. So I'm feeling pretty okay. I got a bunch of like 1k counters to hopefully absorb like the Jinbei and stuff. He does go 7 in, Doffy effect. He's going to play the Law. I go ahead and I take this hit. I don't have a way to actually counter out of that. He does see how many cards I have in my hand. And I'm like, yeah, he's going to go ahead and use Law. I have some cards in here that I don't think I'm going to play, so I'm just going to get rid of the Sanji here, because I'm not going to be able to play him on curve anyway. I have too many high cost cards. He kind of missed his mark. If you don't play Sanji at like 5 or 6, he kind of is not as good as you would want him to be, which is why I did cut him down in my new deck profile, which you will see later this week. I am playing this deck for the next locals. He's going to go ahead, play 1 with Perona, and go ahead and stack the top 5. I feel like as this game goes on, the playmats are just shifting, or the camera is shifting slowly. I feel like we didn't start out this bad, and it's just getting worse. I'm like turning my head as we're playing. Sorry to bring attention to it. He goes ahead and stacks it. And let's see, maybe I can fix this camera up. We'll try. Alright, so now he's got, what is this, 5 Dan left? He can just swing big. Like, I think that's probably like the thing that he should do here anyway, right? No, he's gonna go small, so he's gonna go 5 into life. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 1k brand new. This actually helps me out because I actually get something to play off of my I get something to play off of my Gecko. And he goes 6 in. Again, I still don't have a 2k. I get Ice Age, and I'm thinking like, just go ahead and pop this. No, I only did that because I had another Ice Age in hand. Then he goes Gecko, and I'm gonna give him 2 1ks because at this point I'm feeling the heat. Like, this is rough. And I go ahead and get a Rebecca off the top of the deck, which feels amazing. Like, that, having the Rebecca in hand is crazy because now I can you know, use it for counter, and then I'll feel safe again. But I also have nothing to play off of it. So now we're going to go ahead and decide. We got 10 Dan, we have a Sabo, and we have a Gecko. Gecko doesn't clear anything, but it gives me a blocker, and Sabo clears 2 things, which is nice. I think, yeah, I think the better play here is just to start poking at the board, because I might be able to clear the board with pokes instead of actually hard committing to dropping a card. My contemplation here is I could drop Sabo and then Sabo into the Rebecca into trash, so that way next turn my Gecko is stronger. So it looks like I just go 4 into the Perona and then minus the Jinbei by 1. So we're going to put 1 on the leader, and then we'll put 2 on the leader. And we're gonna go 7 at... No, we're thinking here. We're thinking. Big brain. Oh yeah, because I'm like, I don't want to run into any triggers. I'm gonna go 9 in, and oh yeah, I cleared the gecko, and I'm like, all right, well, you know what? Might as well just go 7 into the Jinbei, and he goes ahead and he lets the Jinbei go too. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So I don't actually have to do the Sabo play. So I go boom for Rebecca, or not Rebecca, for Gecko. Gecko is gonna play a Borsalino and a brand new, and brand new is gonna go ahead and search, and just like that, Gecko is pulling me right back into the game, and it feels pretty good. Get a 2K in hand. I can finally get out of a swing, and I have a blocker. 1 life, but you know, we gotta get through this. Like, I only have 1 life, but he only has 1 swing, and I have 1 blocker, so it's gonna take a little bit for him to actually get to my life. The rough part is he is at 10, and him being at 10 means I get to almost cry for free because I can't really deal with the Kaido right now. I have a Ice Age in hand, but I don't have a way to actually kill a 10-drop Kaido right now. Not to where a Brook can finish the rest. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think he's deciding if he's going to swing or not. And where he's going to swing. My leader is a 6K right now. And I guess he's deciding if he's going to go into the Brook or the brand new, or if it's even worth it because I do have Borsalino. So he's going to go and swing. I don't know. He's tricking me. He's got things going on. All right. So he's going to go 5 into something. I think it's the Brook. And I'm just going to go ahead and block. I am expecting the 10-drop Kaido here because, like, why else wouldn't he, like, commit 1 Dawn? And he's going to go ahead and draw 4 cards. That card is so good. Crazy that people just start to not play that deck or play that card anymore in the new deck. And now look at him. He's got a whole book in his hand. And what do I have? Well, I got a dream. I got all these big bodies, but nothing to really play. Man, I guess... Oh, wait, I do have a play that I can make. Okay. I see what I can do. So I'm going to rest 1. I'm going to ice... Oh, wait. Okay, this is where we are. We're going to Ice Age the guy down. Oh, I drew a Sanji for turn. That's insane. Boom. There we go. We go ahead and clear that body out. Let's go. Ice Age Sanji off the top. That's perfect. And with 4 Dawn left, I'm able to play the Rebecca. But I don't even know if I want to play the Rebecca because I still have my Borsalino blocker. I go 5 into his life. I guess I could play the Rebecca over the Brook, get the Brook back in hand, and then I'm just in the same position. Because I'm not going to swing with the Brook this turn anyway, so I might as well replace it so that way I get the on-play pop. I'm going to go 4 into his life, just to see if he drops a card. I go 9 in. And he's going to take the 9, and I was like thinking he wasn't going to take any of these with the amount of cards in his hand. But yeah, we go a second 9K in. And that's going to force 3 cards, but he doesn't drop them. He goes ahead and takes it. I'm going to swing 5 at his life because I am going to get a new blocker, so I'm not too worried about swinging with the Borsalino. Plus, my Borsalino is going to be at 6. 4. We're going to drop the Brook out of there, put Rebecca. Rebecca is going to add the Jack to hand. That's actually crazy. And then we're going to add the Jack to hand. And yeah, Jack being a 7 cost in trash is amazing. Just in Rebecca range. I love it. Alright, so now he's got a million cards in hand. Like, just so many cards in hand. I have exactly... possibly lethal, depending on what's in his hand. He's just going to go 7 in. And where is he going 7 into? He's going to go 7 into my life. I'm just going to go ahead and block it. I don't really know what I'm contemplating here. I should probably just block this because I need room to play the Jack anyway. He's going to go for 4, Jinbei, and Doffy. And then with Doffy, he's going to stack. What does he want to do with this? He's just gonna put it back on top, but he did rearrange it, so that's the good news for him. Alright, then he's gonna rest the remainder, which is another 4 for Jinbei, and Jinbei into a Doffy, and now he's got double blocker, and he goes ahead and passes. So I have ways around these blockers. I have a Sabo, and I have, well, what do I have? I also have, yeah, I have Sabo, and I have Jack, and I have a blocker Sabo, so I can really filter my hand. I mean, right now I'm not really worried about anything going on. Feeling pretty good about the current board state. I don't know if I can win, because if you look at the pile of cards in his hand, it's still pretty fat. But we're gonna do our best here. So we're gonna rest nothing. I'm gonna go 6. There you go. I'm just gonna start swinging. I gotta look at that hand, dude. It's full. I finally get that law out of his hand. Then I'll go 9. He's gonna go ahead and block, and then I'll go 9 again, and he's gonna go ahead and block again. And I'm like, all right, sweet. We cleared the blockers. Now we gotta clear the rest. And honestly, I probably could have just gone. What is this? Drop the Sabo and then try to go for game. But again, like, the amount of cards in his hand just made me nervous. Too many cards in hand for me to properly just go for game. He does end up taking the 8k. I am getting a boost from my big characters. Then I'm going to rest 8. We're going to go Sabo, and we're going to Sabo effect, trash the Jack, and we'll pop one of the Jinbeis. Yeah, see, the thing is, I should have just popped the Doffys, but it's okay. Also, I could have, you know, after he blocked with the first Doffy, popped a Jinbei and a Doffy. But yeah, I can only pop one of the Jinbeis, which is like kind of sucks, but you know, I lost 2 cards. I guess I discarded 1, played 1. Now I have 2 cards in hand, and he has 2 swings, which is just enough for game. But he does have to have a way to get rid of the Borsalino, and with 2 7k swings will not let him win the game, because he would have to red rocket to have 4 Dawn left, and then he could go 2 7k swings. But I have 8k in hand, so even that doesn't kill me. That is good news. And I think the next turn is probably going to be his last after this. Oh yeah, he's got to take that. Oh yeah, here he goes. He goes Red Rock. And he's going to Red Rock the Borsalino. And I'll leave him with 4 Dawn left. I didn't know he had this card. It's just funny that... And I forgot how this game ended. He's going to go 7 into my life. I am currently 6. I forgot about that. I am 6. So then I get this, and then I'll 2k out of the other 7k swing, and then he just folds it up. Yeah, he had too many events in hand, and I had just enough counter. I forgot I was at 6 too, so that's even better. But yeah, it was a good game. I am starting to like this deck a lot. I played it a lot this week too, but we'll let those videos post, and we'll let you guys see. We'll let you guys see what happens. If you guys liked, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.